A quick reminder that the Home Builders Association is a proud sponsor of UCSS, and you can gift big this year with a Home for the Holidays raffle. You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or a cash prize and help make wishes come true. For Make-A-Wish kids with critical illnesses, raffle proceeds benefit Make-A-Wish OKI, which has granted over 22,000 wishes to children facing critical illnesses across the Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana region since 1983. This year's house, a custom-built ranch by Petros Homes, and has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and a 3-car garage. Also some amazing features, including a great room, an unbelievable kitchen, and a mud room with open lockers and a unique pet shower station. One lucky winner will be announced on Christmas Eve, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit homefortheholidays.org to buy your tickets. That is homefortheholidays.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Mike, 2 quickies before we move on to the next topic. We should mention that Bernie Kosar is getting out of the hospital today,
yes, that's awesome.
Which is amazing. Also, Baker Mayfield has a sprained left shoulder.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
If I was watching that game, you know what? The guy, he did it exactly the same way he did it the last time.
Throwing a block?
I tried to pick up an extra 2 yards for a first down, and when he did it, I know that Mike Tirico started to say something, and then the conversation kind of went somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you didn't know it was hurt until the next throw, and when he threw the next ball, he immediately grabbed his left shoulder.
I apologize for bringing up Baker, but I have jinxed Baker. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
since I traded him a month ago, he's been a disaster, and now their team's falling apart. Now he's hurt. It's a big mess. Mike, go ahead.
All right,
Mike, did you get that text I just sent you?
Yeah, we'll have it up.
Okay,
don't worry.
thank you.
Jerry Jeudy yesterday had a memorable game. In a weird way. He gave that weird press conference midweek, didn't want to talk. He got targeted 3 times, had 1 reception, but I want to draw your eyes to the last thing you see on that graphic, the 1 fumble. I would recommend anyone to go back to our watch party yesterday and go back to the moment Jeudy fumbled. Our reactions are quite funny. Jason, you texted in the group chat you thought he got hurt on the play.
Watching it live, the way
that would have made sense.
The way he hopped.
What the heck was Jerry Jeudy thinking?
The way he hopped, I thought he dropped the ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh wow, what just happened? Or no, he was
trying to be cute.
I have no idea what would possess him to try that hop step in the middle of a you're not at the goal line. You got a lot of dudes behind you. It's inexcusable. He's had a miserable year with a few exceptions. He had the hard 3rd down run last week on the short swing pass against the Ravens where he converted the first down. Short of that, man, it's been a miserable season for him. And yesterday was, I think, his worst play there. All the drops he's had, that was worse.
Yeah, see, this is why you say, what did I give Shedeur Sanders? And I said I would give him a B. If during that situation, we were sitting here during the live stream, and we were just sitting there, and I'm saying, that play right there puts you in a position where they were, at the time, we're up 14-3. He had, if you look at the play, the defensive back that's running off downfield, his back is turned. And if Jerry Jeudy just run. He has 10 more yards out of bounds, and you're inside the red zone with an opportunity to put more points on the board, maybe at least 3 or 7, and that game's 21-3. I don't understand what he was doing. I don't know if he was trying to give somebody an and 1 mixtape dead leg, like he was hot sauce. And I'm like, dude, that just goes to show you sometimes people don't be locked in, man. And that's something that your coach is going to rewind and say that's not a veteran play. That is a boneheaded play. That is a play that means, are you checked in? Are you locked into what you're doing in your job? Because this is crazy. He wouldn't even have done that in Alabama. You know why? Because Nick Saban would have been, you know what, going crazy about something like that.
Would that be before or after he recorded his Aflac commercials and complained about NIL?
That would be after and before.
Okay.
Nick Saban gets that off. But look. I mean, it didn't cost him this game, but those are the things that people do that cost you games.
You can't have that.
I have defended Jerry Jeudy most of this year.
You have.
I really have, because and I got to tell you, the last week's been flat out embarrassing. I thought the last 2 weeks he was heading in the right direction, because he had a good game 2 weeks ago. Last week he had that big play to help Sanders get that first down on that last drive. It was a great play, breaking 3 tackles. But between his embarrassing press conference this week, which I was willing to kind of forget, and then the way he played, dude, what are you doing? You try to win a game. You got a rookie quarterback who's got all the pressure in the world on him, and he needs you. You're the best, most proven player on this team in terms of offense, and you've got to do something to help him. You got open. You have two choices there. Take on the blockers, try to run them over, or go out of bounds. Don't dance around like a fool. I mean, that was just so stupid and inexcusable. Yeah, it's crazy. They paid this guy all this money, and he's been lousy this year. It's embarrassing.
There is no excuse for it. Did he speak after the game?
Not that I saw, but that doesn't mean he didn't. Because
I got it. I didn't see anything. I thought for sure that if he'd said something about that
I didn't
play,
see anything. I don't know.
I would have seen it. I haven't.
It took forever for them to open the locker room yesterday. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like normally that's after a loss. It takes forever. By the time we got in there, guys were already dressed.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get it.
He easily could have gotten dressed and got out of there before we got in.
I do think that it goes to culture. You mentioned Nick Saban.
Yeah. G did.
Someone said, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You mentioned Nick Saban. You mentioned his Aflac commercial.
Yeah.
I think there are places where that's unspoken permissible. Guys that do that believe they can get away with that. And I've mentioned Mike Vrabel a lot on this show this year because I think what's going on in Cleveland, in New England, is sort of the antithesis of what's happened here with the culture and how one guy can make a difference. He can come in there and change everything from expectations to relationships to performance on the field. Maybe you've seen this play by now. If you were watching the game, you certainly saw it. Yesterday, Dallas fell down to Philadelphia 21-0. And in that game, you were watching, and there was a stat before that game that rocked me. Can you hold that 1 second, Mike? Can you hold that 1 second? I'm sorry. I know I asked you for it in this topic. I'll call for it when I'm ready for it. Dallas was down 21-0. The Cowboys had won, and I can't believe this. Dak has won 18 consecutive NFC East games in Dallas.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
I didn't know that.
19 now. And I remember when I was watching it, I go, well, that streak is over.
Yeah, right.
And so is the Cowboys season. And then a not-so-funny thing, if you're Philadelphia, happened. Dallas decided we're going to do a gut check. And there was a moment where they said, we need all 53, regardless of who you are. And what they did was really nothing short of remarkable. They erased a 21-0 early deficit to win the game late on a field goal. A big play in that game was this play. It was made by a guy by the name of Elijah Clark. He's a rookie from Syracuse. He gets absolutely knocked to the ground 3 times. But you know what he doesn't do? He doesn't give up. And he's a heat-seeking missile to the ball. He puts a hit on the Eagles' ball carrier and forces a fumble, and the Cowboys take over on the 5-yard line. Now, they did not score on that possession, but what they did do was force the Eagles to punt, and the Cowboys got the ball in good field position and took over and ended up winning the game. I only show that play because this is a special teams guy fighting for his NFL life. And he's out there knocked down 3 times. And normally that would be the kind of tape that would get the entire room in tape study later in the week on their feet. Mm-hmm. Because the guy got blown up so badly. Instead, he turned it into probably the highlight of his young career. Not probably, definitely. But that's the kind of effort that you need from all 53. Whether you're the star wide receiver or whether you're the special teams junkie who's a gunner and you got your butt put in the dirt 3 times on one play, but you never gave up. And we need that kind of culture in Cleveland. We need everybody making those kinds of plays and also the players holding one another accountable. I don't know what kind of internal justice was dispensed on that play.
Maybe it was the reason why they didn't open that locker room.
Maybe.
Right? Or,
I don't know. I don't know. That's a supposition for sure, but I would hope that a guy like Myles Garrett would come up to him, put his arm around him and say, look, Jer, you got talent. We don't need that kind of effort on the field. We don't. I don't know that happened. I hope it happened. A coach could have done it. A fellow receiver could have done it. Shedeur Sanders could have done it. Anybody could have done it. I hope that's what happens, because that's how you change a culture from losing to winning. You need more plays like the Cowboys, the one made by Clark on that crazy punt return, and less plays like the hot dog, Jerry Jeudy. We don't even know what the hell he was doing. I can't.
You know what?
Can't explain it.
You know what would tell me if the culture or whatever the case in the locker room vibe is changing? If Jerry Jeudy comes out this week and say, "Hey, listen, man, last week I was off. You know what I'm saying? My energy level was bad when I was answering questions, and that kind of spilled over into the game. So I understand. You know, I can't have that type of energy, and I can't make them plays like I made. I got to help our young guys out and be a contributor. So, you know what I'm saying? I told my teammates, I pulled them aside and said, yo, I'm going to be better, I'm going to do better, and we're going to put it behind us. If he said that, I would feel like, okay, he understand, hey, I might want to get in on something. I might want to, you know what I'm saying, adjust the way I'm thinking about it. And like you said, Jerry Jeudy got talent, but you know, when you playing rookies and you trying to figure something out and you got 3 wins, it could get frustrating. But you have to ask yourself, if I'm the one contributing to these L's, or I'm going to be one of the people that's helping us get it. Because I'm going to tell you who is helping. Myles Garrett helping. Mason Graham helping. Malik Collins is helping. Isaiah McGuire helping. Devin Bush. Like, so you still got some folks that's putting out. And I know this we early in the show, but we gonna get to it later. This defensive game was a masterpiece. It was a masterpiece defensive. If you're a defensive player or a fan of defense, this was the highest level that I've seen in a very long time.